In leg number 1, it was a 2-0 for the Kings of Kings. This time around, can the Sky Kings look for their revenge, look for their redemption, and claim what is rightfully theirs? The throne is open, and both teams want to get it for themselves. Let's welcome you into the Land of Dawn for game number 1 in the Royal Derby.
Oh man, this is a terrifying situation in the mid lane with both teams so aggressive in the 2v2s. We've seen that the Vexana generally comes out on top, but against a Valentina, you never really know, right? The extra sustain, the extra damage, Rins definitely is trying to make the best use out of it. But look at Rez. This is that early game Cho presence we're talking about, clearing the wave so much faster, able to move around. Emblems by IndieHome indicate that's the plan as well. Agility for this Cho, along with Sans. Running the tenacity just in case the assassins has their eyes on him, and going for the agility to still supplement that roaming potential. And this is still a weapon mastery Lunox, so the longer the game goes, CW has a lot to say when it comes down to the damage output. But when it comes to the spell output though, with the Inspires, RRQ has a lot of ways to do ability-based outplays, but look at Skylar, already chunking down CW.
Really intelligent way to take this lane. It's the Harith winning out in the trades, but over with Keyboy there, types of ways used up. Kyrie Nunn able to go for the Lycan Pounce. Terrified earlier by Rin, still forcing that flicker out from Edok.
Very early as well. That's a resource burnt out in the early stage of the game. I mean, technically RRQ, they do want to look for some early game. Again, though, CW and Skylar. CW is getting caught out here. He's getting chunked in, actually forcing a recall.
He just fought in the midst of that minion wave as well, making use of the regeneration part of that first kill of the Lunox, so really playing the lane very, very well. But the early game Roger, that's just so much kill threat coming in for Kyrie. And as the turtle comes up here, you do wonder what's the idea, especially for Citizen. Does he want to risk going in to try and get a steal? Does he want to actually win out a fight just first? We'll have to see as Rins comes in to try and get level 4 from this XP card.
He gets it. And Sans will be able to get level 4 as well. Edok still a bit behind.
Ooh. Kind of zone away a bit by Sans' potential. Jiggling a bit there. But looking for that level 4 still. He is so low though. There are concerns if he can actually go and engage properly on such low HP.
Yeah, I don't know. Edok is quite low. Does he really want to go in for the contest? It looks like Dairon is in position.
Good Kundo now with the Eternal Guard. Rez picking up first blood with an amazing way to Dragon play. The Eternal Guard from Rins to disengage. Neutral objective and the kill to the Sky Kings.
Very decisive by Fnatic Onic. It looked like Keyboy was able to look for an opening, give information for Rez to finally pick up that proper start to the skirmish. They saw that Edok was low, and they were able to capitalize over the indecisiveness coming in from RQ.
Wow. Pulong, for the first time in forever, this is the first time I think we see him actually predict Fnatic Onic.
Has he always been RQ?
He's always been anti-Onic.
Exactly, a whole chat was created. Papulong anti-Onic, anti-Onic. But here he is, and Keyboy gets jumped on, but not enough damage from RRQ.
Yeah, that's a bit of poke there, kind of catch Keyboy off guard. Some Armforce going to be committed down as well. Keyboy using the Avatar to escape as Kyrie facilitates that escape as well. Edok getting gunned down quite a bit. Don't know Wolf King used up. Kyrie might be able to go for this. No, he knows better than to overcommit. This is already a win. Skylar trying to clear the wave. CW there, utilizing the help of Sans with the Curse Blast. Good Terrify. Both teams will be able to disengage, but Fnatic Onic have built up a 1,000 gold lead.
1,000 gold lead without any kills. Great maneuvers all across the map. Thunderbelt completed for Rez, an extra bit of slow and damage, and scaling potential for the late game. Being a Cho, you can proc it quite easily and still get out, so it's a great investment. Now though, with the next objective spawning in 25 seconds, you can see both teams corralling around, but I think RRQ are really respecting Keyboy's threat here on the Gatot Kacha, man. It's so deceptively tanky and damagey as well, and ooh, Rins.
Keyboy doing a bit of damage. Rins are going to be caught off. Kyrie with a light conform, getting it with the Dragon from Rez into the Eternal Guard. The Monforce not able to be used up. Gets terrified, Sun Jin. Defensive Tempest ablaze. Kyrie able to maneuver away from it. Good Defiant Blade to escape with a pitch poise, but it is all Fnatic Onic in the first 4 minutes.
3 members taken out for the price of none. And earlier on, Kairi was a level ahead of Sutsujin. With that triple kill for Kairi, he has now gone up to a 2-level lead. He should be able to pick up this neutral objective, no problem. And that's a 2.8k gold lead now for the Sky Kings.
It's just Sans, man. Every single time there is a waiting game, Sans finds a way to walk forward unthreatened and lands the Deathly Grasp. Now trying to bait Dyron into one as well, zoning him. But look at Rez.
Against the world, all alone. I'm offended. Rez still able to escape! The escape artist!
Unfortunate. You'd think that RRQ were on the right track, right? They were looking for a different trade on a different side of the map, but the fact that he was able to get out, it eliminates that presence.
Good Avatar, the age coming down, the taunt still connecting, but Skylar was able to utilize that Zaman Force.
Issue for RRQ right now is just don't have enough damage. Even Sutsujin that's trying to farm up, gonna require a few more items there. Whereas for the side of Fnatic Onic, the Roger threat in the early game is just so good. Already with the War Axe, more sustain, more ways to do damage and chase down the members of RRQ. With their very aggressive mobility-reliant style, the picks like the Cho, the picks like the Roger on Kairi allows Fnatic Onic to really punish any kind of minute overextension for RRQ.
Look at that chain CC. Rez not using away the dragon just yet. Dyron's still able to flicker out as Keyboy walks forward. Both of them, both these teams don't really want to commit onto these skirmishes just yet. Sutsujin able to get a trade on the other side of the map, but will lose out on that purple buff. Great for Kairi. Rinse walking up, Keyboy taken low. He's still able to get out though.
Yeah, no purple buff again for Sutsujin apparently. And it's a peculiar thing, right? Oh, wait a second, again, Keyboy?
Getting out the Revitalize, stealing away the Lycan form from the Roger. Edok, good sun over, canceling out the Avatar, and finally RRQ on the board, but CW jumps in forward, Lycan pounce from Kairi. CW able to escape with the Brilliance. Kairi caught in the midst of it all, still with the Lycan pounce, able to get out to Rinz, who uses the Purify to escape, but Kairi goes back to that human form. Now on Dyron he goes, and it's Rez who kicks him out of the Lanadon. Tempest of Blades used defensively, so Sutsujin still able to dodge away from the Terrifies. Quick beat as Rez continues to chase onto Edok just with the Jeet Kune Do.
Kairi means business, man. I mean, he's coming back on the Roger. Oh, wait a second, Edok? Can he get a tree?
Forcing that out, CW with the Chaos. Now going to be punished down. Rez has to run, has the flicker. Turtle taken by Kairi as CW gets traded for it.
Talk us through what happened in the past few minutes, because that was so much drama going on. And looks like it's still going on. Keyboy going in very aggressively onto Skylar. He should be able to get out. Wait.
The CC, they weren't able to get the CC in time. Good Avatar timing from Keyboy.
Okay, Arashi, please take it away.
This is a unique way of using the Gato Kacha we really haven't seen. He's there to screen, take some damage, and knowing that there's a lack of burst potential for RRQ in the early game, uses the ultimate exclusively as an escape to Edok though.
I'm offended, taking Sansa's Purify out, bats away the dragon into the Eternal Guard. Used up, Edok still able to escape. Diamond with one kick there as he is able to still be the front line. But with the onward, only onto the Eternal Guard, popping the Primal Rez going for the chase down, flickers out to safety. The Jeet Kune Do on Corinth will knock him up. Skylar with his Zaman Force now deals some damage. A good knockup from the Tempest of Blades will enable Skylar to go for the big play on the Kairi with the chase as well. Sutsujin shuts him down. Skylar now onto Sans, dodging away, getting the synchro mission and enabling the comeback. Keyboy versus 2. I'm offended to cancel it out. The Avatar used this time, but into the front of 3 RRQ members. Sutsujin picks up the kill, and RRQ are back on track.
That was a 1-4-4 trade, and essentially Skylar has not yet hit his power spike.
What the heck was that, man? RRQ were on the run for so long, but the moment they saw a single opportunity, a single overextension, that is the margins we're working with right here as Rez tries to clear, tries to defend this mid turret.
They're struggling to go for the siege. Rez is able to clear the wave. Fnatic Onic minimalizing their losses.
All right, man, that was a shutdown picked up by Sutsujin as well. Not ideal for the side of Fnatic Onic as we take a look at Kayes for our MPLID X streamer program. This is a great match to be watching, man. Anyone who's restreaming at home must be yelling in their seats, jumping out of their chairs, because there's so many things happening. Now with the fire for the first Lord spawning, let's see which team gets the first play of the game.
I mean, she's not jumping, but she was screaming earlier on.
She's got the moves.
She does. Let's see if Fnatic Onic got the moves right now, but look at that res.
Great cancel from going on. Woki, now eternal guard to lock him down, but Dyron's able to find the Earth Shatter now. As that's a great MLBB. Kyrie gonna be locked down, still able to go with the Lycan bounce, getting Dyron out. Skylar, Zaman Force used up, going back and forth out to Kyrie, but he still has a Lycan form. Kyrie looking for revenge to what Sutsujin did to them. Looking for one more. That is a maniac 1v1. Sutsujin versus Kyrie. Sutsujin recalling 4 for 4. What a match!
You love to see it, man. You love to see it. This is the Royal Derby, and this is what makes this Royal Derby in particular the matchup to watch. Top tier junglers going at it. Kyrie standing at a 10-1-2 KDA. Sutsujin falling quite close as well, 5-0-2, and he's going to be the first one to the Lord.
This is looking great for Fnatic Onic, seeing Kyrie in top shape, in top form. But you have to remember, this means that if Kyrie is lost, then the kills are also lost. If RRQ can take Kyrie out, that could be the end of it.
We're opening it up earlier. Rez getting the way to Dragon onto Dyron. Sutsujin pops into Tempest of Blaze, but Dyron will lose his life. Keyboy walking up. Edok cannot punish. Fnatic Onic get the dub. One for all.
You get the rotations immediately, knowing that the Lord potentially is lost. Sutsujin goes for a steal. But look at Sans.
No time for the play. Sutsujin, how are you going to escape this time? Gets out. Sutsujin playing with literally pixels from death. But it is still a Lord to the Sky Kings.
That was so close, though. That was so close. And luckily in for RRQ, they do have some compensation, being able to steal that purple away from Kyrie. But it looks like Kyrie's looking for his revenge as well, already poking on to Sutsujin's purple buff. Is Rez looking for that opportunity? The Purifies are up. What opportunity will he be able to find?
Oh!
Good recovery.
Edok picks up the buff, and on the bottom side, the turret gets taken up. That's the macro potential of the Ling. It's not being wasted at all. 1v1 won't be happening just yet.
Oh, man.
We gotta wait for the moment, man. It has to happen at the 13th. Oh. Waits it out. Finch poise. All right. And it's over.
Just a tease. The Lord coming in, though. Will Fnatic Onic try and get some more with it? Because Sutsujin definitely became a big problem. He's still going for the pushes, by the way. If you look at the items, Skylar actually is ahead, but just a bit from CW. 700 gold, more or less. And you can see the difference in itemization. CW planning on getting all up close and personal a lot more. And I think sustainability becomes a big question right here. And if you look at it, the front lines for the side of RRQ already have the Radiant Armor. With the amount of magical damage coming through from Fnatic Onic, it's going to be important. Although on the other side, it's a whole different story. They have to be concerned about the magical and physical damage. That's the advantage that RRQ have right now with the, with the combination.
So we can safely say that both gold laners are at their power spike, yes?
Absolutely, but now Kyrie alone is just positioning so well, and he is the standalone guy. I mean, he has 10 kills to his name solo, right? So he needs to be very careful about this, but slowly but surely, RRQ is catching up. Both teams are farming so efficiently, so fast, and now they go for, whoa!
Good eternal guard earlier there. Keyboy popping and revitalize. Early Rez going in with the Jikundo and the way the Dragon Flicker combo. Bringing him in. Now the Avatar catching him in the back as Kyrie deals with Rins. Dyron still with the Primal Rat catching Kyrie. The top of the blaze by Sutsujin as he also took the purple buff earlier. It's a 2 for 2.
But that's a shutdown onto Dyron. Is that still worth it? Is it who won that trade?
I feel like considering how hard Kyrie was snowballing, any kind of equal trade has to be worth it for RRQ. Looking at even the gold difference right here, 800 from about a 2k gold lead. Sutsujin waiting for an opportunity to make a play right here. It might develop into a 1v2 though. He needs to be careful.
CW with the chaos. Sutsujin flying away. Rez trying to catch him with the Jikundo. Let's see how you escape from this one. No Tempest of Blade. The Curse Blast used up the turret! Oh, Sutsujin! The Avatar coming down! Finding it! An escape artist earlier in Rez, now the Mercenary! Sutsujin escaping from the clutches of the Sky Kings!
That was nearly a perfect moment for Keyboy as well, going in with an Avatar. But Sutsujin knew he was able to get out at the right moment and come back. Imagine if he was taken out. They wouldn't have had a chance to take this neutral objective.
No, Rez going to be taken down. No mortality this time as Skylar zones the back line. Kyrie going for Eda, but I don't think that's going to be worth it here. Kyrie to be chased down. Riz taken out by Kai, but Skylar the King comes back to haunt Kyrie. Keyboy revitalize. RRQ, did they take that win? It's a 2 for 2.
They were able to take out the jungler though, so in theory it still favors them. And Sutsujin has a window here to pick up the purple buff to go for more split pushes. But look at the wave on the bottom side. It might really favor RRQ. With 18 seconds to go until Onic has a retribution, they have to try and do something.
Let's see, Skylar walks up with a taunt, gets out with a purify. CW gets rid of him. CW versus the world comes to blaze now by Sutsujin, who claims a double, and on top of it will go for Sans. Rez doing it. Sans with a Gila moment and a Terrify, but immortality for Sutsujin. The retry coming down. Rez dealing with the immortality. Sutsujin, can he run away? Rez with the G Kundo. Rez with a shutdown. Late rose gold meteor.
Unfortunately though, Fnatic Onic are still the ones to pick up that Lord. It was taken in by Sans.
It was the margins were so razor close. You saw that the Lord was on a sliver of HP, but Fnatic Onic were able to get it. And even so, it's still only a 2k gold lead. This game is so close right there, and the shutdown was picked up by Fnatic Onic, but it was picked up by Rez. All things considered, considering the importance of Rez in this game, you can say that him picking up the shutdown isn't the worst of scenarios. RRQ now preparing to deal with the Lord, but also aware of the potential of Fnatic Onic to find opportunities to surprise them once more with this Cho pick.
What a game, ladies and gentlemen. The Royal Derby, the fights for the upper bracket slots. We haven't seen Fnatic Onic at number 4 in quite some time, and yet here they are. They know it, and they still want to go back. They still want that upper bracket slot, and look how serious they're going in for it.
Avatar only catching Dyron, Terrify, and the Eternal Guard locking Edok down, but he still has the immortality. He flickers out to safety. Dyron with the Primal Rat catching Rez. He is going to be taken out by Skylar with a bond force, and Sutsujin continues to just linger in the back. RRQ lose 2 base turrets.
2 base turrets, but it's on the side, it's in the mid lane, and on the side where the next Lord is going to be spawning. So all things considered, that is the best they can hope for. There's no way you're going to deal with that Lord with Fnatic Onic, who has a gold lead, and not lose an objective. Now though, while Fnatic Onic are regrouping, they're trying to spread out, trying to find ways to make an impact. As we can look at, Edok
walking up, getting that on the keyboard as he gets bursted down. Skylar was about force! Purifies out of the glowing wand tick! But it gives Fnatic Onic the green light to actually get more maneuvers. My lord!
That's a big resource spent already, ladies and gentlemen. Technically, the timers aren't as bad for RRQ. The Lord spawns in 40 seconds, and that Purify should be up in 70. It's still a 30-second gap, though. Can Fnatic Onic utilize this to their advantage?
Look at how they're playing this. They always send Rez and CW on the far side. They know that Sutsujin desperately wants to make use of the Finch poise, of the mobility, but they're not allowing it. They're making sure that they leave a trap there at every single time. And if Sutsujin wants to use that macro play, then he is required to bring someone else with him, and that effectively nullifies the split push potential.
Definitely. Right now, 2.3k gold lead still in for Fnatic Onic. It looks like at this point, both teams are trading in those items as we're getting into the later stage of the game. The Evolved Lord has spawned in. Keyboy already zoning. Sans there as well.
The Terrify and Eternal Guard. Kyron still able to escape with the Primal Wrath this time. Sutsujin not winning the retreat battle. Kyrie takes it away. Rez able to escape. No purple buff for Sutsujin.
No purple buff for the next big fight, but the retribution is still down. But considering with that there's no purple buff in the hands of Sutsujin, I don't know if they're gonna try and go for this. Sutsujin goes for Kyrie's purple buff though. That could be a solution. And Edok is trying to find information, trying to give confirmation to Sutsujin that it is possible to go for that maneuver. But look at Sans every single time, man, waiting around, not concerned at all, but going up against an assassin 1v1 as a mage. Gila Sans, as always, makes no sense.
Absolutely. Even in the interview, he said that, this season, isn't a meta that really favors him. This is a meta that he needs to be a lot more cautious. And yet, even on a Vexana, a hero that is quite vulnerable, he's still able to have that impact.
They've been able to actually force CW to rotate. That's a Lunox with a Wishing Lantern, by the way. The damage output is absolutely insane. But look at this, Sutsujin's still far away, so RRQ needs to be careful. The engage potential can come in at any moment.
Sutsujin, though, in the bottom lane will force someone to recall, someone to deal with it. Kyrie is the one who gets sent down. Edok tries to go for the I'm offended, unable to find anyone here.
And it's back to the waiting game as the wave on the top side continues to push. Both teams are just playing this really, really patiently, man. They know that the Lord is survivable. It does a lot of damage. But looks like CW, if he wants to, can go for a play. Oh!
Way the Dragon with the Chaos used up. No immortality for Edok. Does he get away? The Eternal Guard actually not timed well, but Kyrie gets a like and bounce Skylar. Perfect Purify out of the Avatar right now. Siren pops into Primal Rap and will lose his immortality. So Jin dealing with Keyboy, needs to go for the back line. Will go on to Kyrie, and now the top of the blades. Kyrie buys the immortality in time. Rez does the same thing. Jin going for everyone. Finch poising out as Skylar escapes too. Jin waiting in that bush. Sans trying to find him, puts the Curse Blast down. Fnatic Onic are too low to even go for the Lord. They're gonna have to go for some camps first.
They have the man advantage, however. There are 3 members traded out, 3 members taken out.
Oh.
But unless Skylar says something different.
The Terrify was used up. Keyboy is going to get taken down by Skylar. Lord, very low. Red tree in 1 second. Kyrie in 3. Jin, no! It's Calvin Winata. Tempest of Blade with the knockup, unable to find it. The winner crown and the immortality buy from CW. High level stuff. Fnatic Onic get the dub.
Man, all that to just set up for one Lord, and even then, even though it looked so good for Fnatic Onic, who were able to get the first move, it still wasn't given up for free. Now with the Lord though, if the waves are managed perfectly by Fnatic Onic, this could be the beginning of the end. We're seeing RRQ with a full roster, with 15 seconds until Keyboy is back. The Avatar of the Guardian is available though, and even the rapid boots for CW, he needs to get around. He knows that mobility is just so important. Will the fight break out? Will Rez find a pickoff?
He goes on to Edok, could cancel with the Don't Run Wolf King and the I'm offended. Rez cannot go for the way of the Dragon. Crazy way the Dragon plays anymore. No flicker. It is down for him. Rim steals away the Eternal Guard to zone Fnatic Onic from the Lord. They dealt with the Evolved Lord without losing their bottom lane tier 2 even.
Still could fall though. Unless Jin takes care of it.
All right.
No casualty, nothing. They win nothing out of that.
Oh, that's a risky play. Jin. Ooh, Kyrie steals it away with the Retri.
Jin, man, his performance on this lane. What in the world, Arashi?
It's just so good. He's just so slippery on it every single time. But now here we go. With one wave, Fnatic Onic are attempting to make a play happen. But look at Jin. What does he have cooked up? Going for the purple buff steal.
This is risky. Do Fnatic Onic read it out? No, they don't. They don't know where their Jin is there, but they'll find out very soon. They see the green orbs, they know, but Jin is too fast.
They've been had. They tried so hard to deny Jin, but he finds ways to survive. The mercenary used to be scraping the barrel for resources, and it's working out. The Lord still, fortunately, is on the side where RRQ can manage their lost base turrets. But what can they do in the macro department? In the previous fight, we saw Fnatic Onic pull out all the stops with the item swaps, with the Winter Crowns. Seems like the next fight might be the decisive one. And RRQ, funnily enough, has taken the gold lead despite losing that Lord.
Yeah, it's swapping back and forth though. A ping-pong battle in the gold department between both of these teams. Luckily though, RRQ with their composition with the Ling, they still are able to work with the side lanes, right? They're still able to work with the far lanes. So Jin should be able to weave in and weave out.
Keyboy, gonna be caught by I'm offended now. Some damage placed down, the Avatar used up, and everybody dodging away from the timer now, getting caught by the Eternal God in the way of the Dragon. Jin deals with CW, but he's still able to pop in with a crown of Skylar. Continues to dodge away with the Zaman Force. Gets terrified. Jin still playing it slow. 1-4-1, gold for XP.
Gold for XP though, that is absolutely worth it. But the fact that the main front line of RRQ can melt that quickly, that fast, definitely is a dangerous situation to be in. But now without the gold leaner, for 40 seconds, that's a late game full item Lunox with the weapon mastery. CW has been a very important aspect in Fnatic Onic's damage output. Now that he's not around, RRQ, if they can force a fight right here, this could be the moment they have been waiting for. 20 seconds to go.
I don't know. I mean, technically the same can be said for Dyron, right? He's been detrimental in giving vision and giving information over to RRQ. Despite them lacking in the damage, if they don't have the information, I mean, Kyrie can still go in for these kills and still can go in with the damage. But this might be the moment. That's a 2 knock-up. They don't follow up on this. It's a ticking time bomb, the calm before the storm right now.
CW still respawning, no Purify on San. Skylar trying to zone Rez away. Avatar coming down, Rez with a flicker, unable to find it. The Winter Dragon connects on the Tsutsuchi, but he's isolated himself. Immortality down, Rez taken very low, taken down by Rins. Keyboard with the Revitalize, Tsutsuchi taunts in CW, picks up the kill. Siren gets the Lord and gets tie. Now the flicker forward, that's a Purify over. Rins with a chase, CW very low. And then Skylar who gets the kill. Keyboy is trying to save the game, but Diamond stomps it to the ground. Only Sans left to defend for the Sky Kings.
Look at the timers. 50 seconds, 60 seconds. Is this the moment for RRQ to win this first game? They only lost to Tsujin for the price of 4 members of the Sky Kings. Is this their moment?
RRQ made it so costly, and Sans tries to try and do something. Skylar though.
The Purify out, Skylar the King leads his pack, leads his army to a win. The Kingdom rejoices. 25 minutes. RRQ Hoshi have won the battle. Game 1 to RRQ Hoshi, but the war continues in the Royal Derby.
And the crowd goes wild. The Kingdom celebrating in the background. Sutsujin still ice cold. Despite that amazing performance from him, he still has his head in the game. He knows that there is still one more challenge if they want to win this again in a 2-0.
I got goosebumps, man. What the heck are we watching? Every single time a play gets initiated, it almost defies logic. Fnatic Onic winning with a man disadvantage. RRQ finding ways to play the macro game despite losing a member, losing a purple buff. Both these teams, they're just going toe-to-toe, and it just comes down to one single moment, one single fight. If we took a look at the gold difference, I don't think it goes further than 4,000 at most.
There were trades back and forth throughout the entirety of this match, and sure, there were highlighted players in that, but man, every member played their part.